So GCD and LCM of three numbers. So what I found out, the first thing you need to do is express LCM, GCD, and the two given numbers in their prime factors. So the prime factor of 30 comes 2 times 3 times 5. Prime factor of 60, 2 to power 2 times 3 times 5. The prime factor of 150, 2 times 3 times 5 to power 2. The prime factor of 900, 2 to power 2 times 3 to power 2 times 5 to power 2. Then we equate the unknown possible number to be x. So for us to be able to tell what x is, we first compare the GCD of the two given numbers, 60 and 50. 60 and 150 without the third number. So we get the GCD of 60 and 150 is still 30. Next, we get the GCD of now 60 and 150. It was also given as 30. So x does not impact the GCD. Now let's see what happens in the case of the LCM. So if you get the LCM of 60 and 150 without the third number, the LCM becomes 300. Now, that means x has an impact on the LCM because the LCM of the three numbers is given as 900. But the LCM of 60 and 150, the two given numbers, was 300. So it means x has to be having an extra factor of 3. That is, here there is this 3, here there is this 3. So we already have 3 to power 1, but x must come with a 3 to power 2 for us to have this extra 3. That is multiplying the LCM of 60 and 150 by 3. And then we saw from the GCD, we saw the GCD of the three numbers must contain 2 times 3 times 5. So we can get the least number of x using those factors from the GCD, that is a 2, a 3, and a 5. But then we know that x must come with a power of 3 having a power of 2. So this will be the least number where 2 has the lowest power, 5 has the lowest power, but 3 must have a power 2 from what we saw in the LCM. Now, so the least number in this case will be a 90. Now we could also rearrange the factors, that is 2, 3, and 5, to get other possible numbers, in which case we are now going to have 2 at its highest power. Remember, 3 must always be at a power 2. 5 at its lowest power, which will give us 180. Next, we can arrange 2 at a lower power. Remember, 3 must always be at a power 2. So this time we give 5 the highest power. And next, we can have all the numbers at their highest power. Now, if I may, so you see that the constant figures here are 2 times 3 to power 2, and then there is a 5. Now, you notice that in all these factors that are given here, the 3 is always at a power of 2, because this is what we saw from the LCM here. Then we have put 2 at its lowest and 5 at its lowest powers, give us 90. Next, we put 2 at its highest power possible, because we cannot go above the LCM. Remember our LCM, which was 900. The highest power of 2, the highest power for factor 2 was a power 2. So that's why we can't go beyond power 2. Then here 5 is at its lowest power. The second one, we wanted to have 5 at its lowest, 5 at its highest power and 2 at its lowest. Then the last one is where every factor here has the highest power possible.